What is up, you guys? I am back with the new fade. You know what I'm saying? New glasses. These are the exact same glasses that I used to wear before, but they're brand new. I just got a new pair because my other ones broke down. And yeah, I got a new fade. So today I want to talk about the time the devil spoke to me. So he spoke to me through my mental illness, my schizophrenia. So this is how it went. I was at the hospital. I went to the med room to get my medicine. I was standing outside the door, and then all of a sudden, I feel sad about my situation. I feel sad that I'm in the hospital, and I start crying. I put my hands down, I put my head down, and then I put my hands on my face, and I just start crying and crying. And then this guy that works there, he comes up to me. He's like, "Here, read this." And I'm like, I open it to Genesis, the Bible. It was the Bible. I open it to Genesis, and then I'm like, I don't know where to read. And then he's like, he opens up to the middle, and then he's like, here, read right here. He points, and I'm like, I cannot read because I could not read for some reason. I would just start over and start over, start over in the same letter. And then he's like, at the same time that I was crying, and then he's like, well, try harder. And I'm like, I can't. And then he's like, okay, he grabs it, turns it a good chunk of pages, and he's like, read right here. He points. I'm like, I can't read. It's kind of blurry, and it was getting blurry. Like I had it this close. I know I wear glasses, but I can see from here. But it would get super blurry and stuff. And then I'm starting to read again. I'm starting to read again, and then the Bible just seems evil. Like everything about it just seems wicked. And then I drop it, I let it go, and it falls to the ground. And then I'm like, the Bible is evil. The Bible is evil. And then everybody in the room starts laughing. Everybody in the living room, they start laughing. Ah, ha, 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 ha. And I look at what they're laughing at, and they were looking at soccer. And then the room next door, the door was open. I could hear them laughing as well. Somebody said something, and then everybody starts laughing. Ah, ha, ha, ha. They were laughing like ah, ha, ha, ha. One guy was even sticking his tongue out. He was like ah, he was like ah, ha, 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 ha. He was like ah, ha, 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 ha. He was like that. I could see him, and then it sounded like a whole bunch of people laughing, and there were only like 3 or 4 people. There were only 3 people there, and it sounded like 12, but I couldn't see behind the guy because he was right there, the one that gave me the Bible. And then the guy that gave me the Bible, he turns around, he looks at the TV at soccer, and then he's like, that's a good score right there. And then I start to walk away, and then the guy's like, "Ooh, I just want to get you," and then I just go to my room. And see, the scary part is that the guy was not real, and the people laughing, all that laughter was not real. I think even the nurse was smiling at me, and I was too afraid to look at her. Yeah, I was too afraid to look at her. I felt like she was looking at me and smiling. And then the guy was not real, and that was the devil because when I dropped the Bible, and I was like, the Bible's evil, the Bible's evil. Everybody started laughing, and then the guy was like, that's a good score right there. He wanted me to fall, and then when I was leaving, he was like, "Ooh, I just want to get you." And that's when I met the devil. He just looked like this psych associate that I've met before, but he was being rude, and it was none of it was real. I was just hallucinating the whole thing. I don't know if I was just standing there looking at the wall, or if I was talking to myself, but it was all fake. I just remember going in there, walking up to the med door, walking up to the med window, waiting for my meds, and then I start crying. The guy hands me the Bible, everybody starts laughing, and then I walk away. But I felt the Bible in my hands 100%, and I saw him hand it to me. How could I get the Bible and touch it if I'm standing right there? I felt the Bible that he gave me, and I heard it fall and stuff. So yeah, that's the time the devil spoke to me. Let me know what you think in your comments down below. This is a symptom of schizophrenia, by the way. One time there was this movie that I saw. It was a guy. He was working for his hallucination, and his hallucination was driving him. They were driving from a shootout, and he was on the passenger seat, and the hallucination was driving him. So I don't know how that could happen. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. F. I mean, forget about the devil. Screw the devil. Screw the devil. Screw it. Amen.